And so we are now live, and I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about the new travel platform that we're rolling out with ICB and how to take advantage of all the technology that's out there, take advantage of the resources, the expertise that we've got from a corporate structure. We've just celebrated our 5th anniversary as a registered seller of travel in the state of Iowa, which is pretty cool. And so this, even though this is a brand new platform we're just rolling out, we've been in business for over 5 years in the travel industry. As far as a network marketing company, we've been involved as a separate entity since 2007. So that's like 8 years. And myself, I've been in the industry for 39 years. So we're excited about what we're doing, and we just really realized, even though we've got all this experience, I still feel like I'm a brand new kid. I feel like I'm a little boy in a candy store. And so I want to roll this out to you. And again, if you got questions, don't hesitate. Unmute yourself. Just blast it out. Because again, this is more of a conversation. This is not a presentation that I'm doing. I want to show you what we're doing, and then if you got questions, I want you to go ahead and ask me. The first thing you guys see on your presentation, or excuse me, on your website right now, you'll see the BLC website, the Better Life Co-op website. We actually designed this so people can really understand how to build teams. The biggest challenge that we have found in network marketing is that 100% of people who aren't in network marketing don't have a clue what it is, and 95% of people who are in network marketing don't have a clue what it is. And because people don't have a clue what it is, they have a tendency to go off and do things that don't make any sense. And Don Falip, and he and I have become pretty good buddies over the last 7-8 years. I actually credited him to a lot of my success that I had in network marketing, because I was actually in network marketing for about 10 years, not really made any money. And then I stumbled across his book and his audio tape on the napkin presentations, implemented that technology and that teachings within what I was doing. And in the next 11 months, I actually broke, in the company that we were with, I broke 23 directs in 11 months, and actually set up a 6-figure income that we were able to maintain for well over 10 years. So we made well over $1 million with just the little techniques I picked up from Don. And Don's the one that really explained it to me. He said, Jeff, he says, look at network marketing as nothing more than a vehicle. It's a vehicle that people use to get their dreams. He said, now, he said, since it's a vehicle, he says, just think about this. And, Ray Vaughn, you're a truck driver. You'll understand this. If you don't teach somebody how to drive before you throw them the keys to the vehicle, if you got those big 18-wheelers, if we don't teach them how to drive those 18-wheelers and we put non-drivers out in the road, they're gonna have wrecks all over, which is exactly what we have in network marketing. We've got all these people who got into network marketing. Nobody ever taught them how to drive. And the problem is, most of us think we know what we're doing. And so the challenge that we find in this industry is that people don't know that they don't know that they don't know. And so they think they know, and then they go off and they crash and burn. Then they think, well, it's obviously the vehicle's problem. Well, it's not the vehicle's problem. The challenge is nobody's taught us how to drive. So we put the BetterLifeCoop.net website together to teach people how to build teams, which is what network marketing is. Network marketing is not a sales business. Network marketing is a team building business. You are building organizations. So what the BLC teaches you is how to build teams. And as you go through the website, you'll see the simplicity of it. You notice it's got 3 different components: the company, the individual, and the system. And we're going to talk about those 3 things. We're going to show you how the travel club fits into the company component. But just realize it doesn't make a difference how good of a company you have if you don't have the right individual. If you don't have the right people, you're not going to succeed. Okay. Well, you could have the right people and you could have the right company, but if you don't have a system, you're not going to succeed. The system is actually the driver's education. And what Don told me, he says, always teach people how to drive before you throw them the keys to your vehicle. So even though I'm going to cover the travel club with you, I'm actually going to cover a lot of components that make up the company. Just realize it's more important to teach people how to build teams than it is to move products. Because people move products, products don't move people. If you become good at building teams, and you can put a team of, if you can put a team of 4 or 5 solid people together, and then teach them how to put a team of 4 or 5 solid people together, and then have your people, excuse me, teach their 4 or 5 how to put 4 or 5. Just think about this. 5 against 5 is 25. They get 5 is 125. They get 5 is 625. They get 5 is 3125. You can start to see the geometric progression that the organization can grow. And so a lot of times what happens in this industry, you'll get people who don't understand network marketing. They think they do. They think they're in a product business, and they always lead with the product. So as you flip through the betterlifecoop site, you go through the home page, you go through the introduction page. This just basically says we're looking for people that want to be separators. It's kind of like, you go back to 1776 and the Declaration of Independence, and the people, the 56 men that signed the Declaration, they were signing their death, basically their death warrant, because they were separating from the crown. So these people had a dream and a passion in the heart. So that's the kind of people you want to look for. It talks about getting started. It talks about some simple steps to building a successful business, how you never want to manage by feel. You always want to manage by stats. You got to understand the first goal is you got to get your comm lines in. Then you got to make it known to uncover, discover what's needed and wanted. Then you got to prepare to deliver that which discovered. And then you got to produce the stat. That all happens because you're plugged into the right people. Then when you get into marketing 101, it teaches you the difference between the buyers, the builders, and the consumers. And then you start to realize why most of these people who think they know about network marketing fail, because when you really look at what they do, everything they do is targeted to get consumers. And that's a direct sales program. That's an affiliate program. And there's a big difference between affiliate programs and network marketing programs. Affiliate programs make their money off what people buy. And so what happens with affiliate programs, the minute the person that makes a purchase exhibits a propensity to buy, then these internet marketers, these affiliate marketers, then their goal is to sell them more stuff. So as soon as you exhibit a propensity that you're willing to spend some money, then they get you to buy more stuff and more stuff and more stuff, because they want to milk everything they can out of you, because they don't understand how to build teams. Okay. Now, when we talk about consumers, we say, hey, meet the consumer's needs, but your goal is to build a team. And you build a team by looking for the builders and signing up the buyers along the day. The difference between a buyer and a builder actually does something. A buyer wants this to work, but they really don't do anything, so they just buy. You want to look for the builders, who are people who actually do stuff, sign up the buyers along the way, and meet all the needs of the consumer. You only need 4 builders. That's just, you got to realize you only need 4. 4 people who get 4 people through 3 generations will change your life. So that teaches a little bit about marketing 101, the patterns where we get a little bit of, how do you get this thing started? What's the first thing you got to do? If you don't have a dream in your heart, you're faking yourself out. You will always act in a manner that's consistent with how you see yourself conceptually. We're drawn towards your dominant thoughts. If your subconscious mind sees you as someone who struggles, or sees you as someone who's driving a 1995 Oldsmobile, well, guess what? That's why you're driving a 1995 Oldsmobile, because your subconscious mind sees you driving that. So what you want to do is go off and find yourself a dream car. Get an Audi, get a Mercedes. Visualize yourself driving it. Feel yourself driving it. Trick your subconscious mind into thinking that that's yours. The minute the subconscious mind thinks that you're driving that Mercedes, you're driving that Audi, it will give you the path to get it. So that's why you got to have a dream. You got to make some commitments, because intentions don't count. Commitments count. You just got an expectation of accomplishment with a believable plan of achievement will produce a goal. You've got to implement some commitments. That's why we tell guys, hey, you got to commit to throwing some money in and some time in. And then you got to have goals. And our goals are all the same. Get 4 people. So in the pattern we teach about that, and the system is what we're going through right now. And this is what's cool about the BLC. Okay. In fact, as I was on the phone with some guys this weekend, and we talk a little bit, and again, part of our pattern is we teach you how to qualify people. You never sell, you interview. You basically, you're sorting people out, not trying to convince them in. And so the person I was talking to wanted to find out, hey, do you fit what I'm looking for? Are you a big dreamer? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a risk taker? Have you done things in the past? Okay. Are you a person that can make a fast decision? Are you get stuck in the paralysis of analysis? And understand, if somebody's got to analyze stuff and they got to think it upside down, backwards, inside out, I don't have time for them. And people might say, well, gosh, Jeff, there's a lot of people out there like that. You don't understand. I've got some goals I've got set, and I don't got time to nurse anybody. I don't got time to burp anybody. I got to look for people that want to run. Here's what I found out. The people that get stuck in the paralysis of analysis, they are so afraid about making a mistake. And they don't understand the principles of success is make a decision and then make the decision the right decision. Most people who don't understand success is trying to make the right decision. Guess what? Any decision is the right decision if you make it the right decision. You can analyze the data, make a quick decision, and then make it the right decision. So that's kind of what I look for. And if a person can't make quick decisions, if they're not an entrepreneurial nature, they're not a risk taker, they're not a big dreamer, they're not what I'm looking for. They're not a builder. Okay, they might be a buyer, they might be a consumer, got no problem meeting their needs. But understand, I'm looking for 4 people who are like me. 4 people get a dream and heart they can't get doing what they're doing. They're willing to do something over above what they're willing, doing right now to get it. And they got some guts. They're a risk taker. And you know what? They they have tried things in the past that's failed. And I talked to one guy and I said, well, what have you tried in the past? He didn't really try anything. I said, well, we got a problem, because if you never tried anything in the past, there's only one reason I can think you never tried anything in the past. You were afraid you're going to fail. Well, if you're one of those kind of guys that you're afraid you're going to fail before you do anything, you'll never do this either, because you're looking for guarantees. If you want a guarantee, go get a job. This is when you build a team of people that's going to help you create a lifestyle beyond your wildest dreams. You're going to have to change the way you change the way you think, change your perception of yourself. And the first thing you got to realize is you don't know what you don't know. And again, I got this one guy. Every time he calls me up, he's always got these ideas on how to build a successful business. And I'm thinking, okay, you've been in 4 or 5 different deals, which is, again, that's what I'm looking for. But you don't listen. Okay, you're not willing to say, well, you know what, maybe what I'm doing don't work. Okay, and so what this whole website would teach you, the Better Life Coach, is how to build teams. Okay, now once you find the right person, again, when I tell guys, hey, listen, okay, I'll take my time, I'll take my money, my resources, I'll take all my expertise, I'll help you build a business that can get your dreams. You just got to commit that you'll do about $75 a month in volume. Now, if you can't afford to do it for whatever reason, that's okay. Then do 50. You can't afford 50, do 25. You can't afford 25. Then I would recommend go get a part-time job to make some money. Okay. Again, just realize that if anybody is hesitant about committing to spend $25 a month to get their dream, you are talking to the wrong people. Okay. So now knowing that's 25, 50, 75 will max the plan. Well, then what happens is then it becomes important to check out our products. So when you go to our products and you look at all of our different practice factors, I'm going to roll through them real quick. This product right now that you see on this, let me do this. Let me take it off the screen share. Okay, this product you guys see right now, that is our #1 selling product. Is Aqualite. It's a little sachet that goes in the water. It changes the chemistry of the water, breaks up the water molecule cluster, so you get better absorption into the cell membranes, brings more oxygen in. This product is awesome. It's $25 a month. You get 30 sachets. Each sachet treats a half gallon of water. So if you drink a half gallon of water a day, which you should, okay? And again, what I tell guys, if you're not going through a packet of Aqualite every month, then you're not drinking enough water. So this is an indicator. You need to drink a half gallon of water every day to help cleanse yourself, to get your system working right. It's $25 a month. Our #2 selling product is Iodine. Again, guess what? That's $25 a month. It's a liquid mineral product. We're not getting the minerals in our food supply because of the chemical farming method. So guess what? We're killing ourselves. And if you think you can get by without a mineral supplement, you're lying to yourself. It's $25 a month. We also, if you want to lose some weight, we got a fat burning product called the Fat Burning Signal. It's a great product. If you want to look better and keep your skin looking good, we got the Miracle Facelift Mask, which is an awesome product. Anybody that's looking to get probably as healthy as you possibly can, we got an all plant-based cleaner, especially if you got any kind of allergies and stuff. It's a great product. And if you're looking for a great like multiple vitamin product, the Giovanni product is awesome. So we got great products. And again, I tell guys, this is $32, this is $10, this is $47.50, this is $35. Again, everything is priced so you can afford it. By the way, we just added coffee, healthy coffee. It's $25 a month, gives you about 80 cups, about 80 cents a cup. Okay, very competitive. It's cheaper than what you're going to go off and get a Starbucks. It's healthy for you. It's got mangosteen. It's got the mushroom in it. It's an awesome product. Again, like I tell guys, you want me to help. You want me to take my time, my money, my resources, and my expertise. Then what we got to do is that we got to go ahead and we got to commit to make some commitments. And the commitment I'm talking about is $75 a month. Well, we added, and again, we had the Travel Club, which is a $25 product that we rolled out when we first kicked off in 2010. It was actually a travel club where we marketed to the consuming public. You spend $25 a month, and then our travel agents will book for you. It didn't penetrate the marketplace as well as what we wanted, but we steadfast. We kept charging, trying to figure out how to make this work, trying to make sure all the compliance issues were met. And so here's what we've done. Anybody can join the travel club for $25 a month. For $25 a month, they can have access to our. Hold it 1 second here, guys. There we go. They can have access to our Extreme Savings Travel Club website, which gives you your online booking engines. They can book anything they want there. We have an Expedia booking engine. They can book on that. We got cruise line bookings engines. We got Apple Vacations. We got basic everyday booking engines that we've got as a seller of travel. Anybody who joins for $25 a month can have access to those online booking engines, book anything, and any of the commissions that come from the reservations that that customer makes on that website, we'll give 2/3 of that back to them in the form of travel dollars. Now, we added an added value to the Extreme Savings Travel Club, and that is, if you want to, we will set you up as a travel agent. And we will give you the opportunity that you can become your own travel agent. So rather than going off and booking through our booking engines, we will give you your own travel agent booking engines. We will give you a GoGo vacation.com booking engine. We will give you an Apple Vacation booking engine. We will give you a Disney booking engine. We will give you an Expedia Tap Account booking engine. We will give you all the travel agent booking engines that are yours. So now, when you want to go book something, you'll still be booking it online, still be booking it through an online booking engine, but it'll be a travel agent booking engine. And again, you'll get a 2/3 of whatever commissions come in on that reservation. 2/3 will go back to you in the form of cash, and 1/3 will go into BV that will go down your binary. It'll go down your pay link. And then not only because you're a travel agent, not only now can you get the 3/4 or 2/3 of the commissions back to you in cash and 1/3 in BV off what you travel, you can now travel other people. You can now go off and you can travel your next door neighbor. Here's what we know. In a group of 20 people, there's generally one person that kind of likes doing the research. They kind of like going off and, taking care of everybody. So if they want to go on a weekend getaway, or let's say they got some AAU tournaments for their kids, or, they want to go shopping, or they want to go on a vacation, it seems like there's always one person out of that group that takes care of booking everything. And right now, what are they doing? They're doing the research, and then they're going to an online booking engine and booking it, not making a dime. All we're talking about, join the travel club for $25 and become a travel agent and go book online, but book it on your travel agent booking engine and put the commissions in your pocket. And so it's pretty cool. So now what we look for is we look for people, again, why will people spend the $25 a month? Because if you want me to work with you, you got to spend $25 a month. You got to spend 50, you got to spend 75. And this is a pretty cool package. And we've actually sweetened the pot on this so you can't believe. So this is $25. But here's what's really cool. This is a no-brainer product. There is nobody going to touch this, because every time you get somebody to buy the travel club for $25, we will give you a 25% commission on that travel club membership. They pay $25 a month, and every let's say you go off and get 4 people who got a dream in their heart. They can't get to what they're doing. They're willing to commit. They're willing to spend $25 a month. They join the travel club. Why are they joining the travel club? Hey, because they'd like to get their own booking engine. They would like to become their own travel agent, and they would like to go off and book for other people. They spend $25 a month to get it. But as soon as you got 4 people that you set up in the travel club, you make $6.25 off each one of them. So when you get 4 people set up in the travel club, you're making your $25 now, because you get 25% commission on every membership that you sign up. So you get 4, you pay no more. So this is cool. So now you're spending $25 a month. You got 4 people that sign up. Why do they sign up? Because they'd like to become their own travel agent. They'd like to get their own travel agent booking engines. They would like to be the one that, hey, listen, I can take care of that. In fact, I got one guy right now. He's booking a group cruise. It looks like there's maybe 40, 50 people going on this cruise, and it's going to be about a $3,000 package. Well, that's, if you got 40 people spending $3,000, was $120,000, and if it's a 10% commission, that's $12,000 in commission, and he's going to get 2/3. He's going to pick up $9,000 cash by being part of the travel club. Okay, so not only do we give you the 25%, we give you full BV that goes down the binary on this. So again, just think about this. If all you did was just a travel club, and we didn't even talk about the BV generated from the travel, 4 who get 4 through 5 levels makes you $50,000 a year just on the travel club, just on the travel club membership. When you throw in the travel that'll be generated by the people who actually are travel agents, you're talking your income could go over 300,000. It's crazy, guys. This again, travel is an $8 trillion industry. It is huge. Let's say the average family spends $3,000 in their travel, and the average commissions paid out on that is 10%. That's $300 in commission. There's 100 million households in the United States. You can do the math. And when we go up to somebody, and just again, I don't lead with the travel. what I do is I say, hey, again, here's how I do it. Again, let's go back to the BLC. I know how to build teams. I go back to people and I say, hey, listen, okay, let's get back to our pattern. How do I expose? I meet somebody. In fact, I met a young kid. He owns a business. And he goes, well, what do you do for a living? I said, well, I own a company. I specialize in setting up secondary cash flow businesses for individuals that outperform anything they got in their portfolio. And he goes, what, how's that work? I said, well, it's a little bit complicated to get into, but the reality, I don't just have big money programs that relate to the heavy hitters. I've actually even got a low threshold entry program, or even a guy, even if he can throw in $25 a month, I can show him how to generate, $2,000 a month in cash flow within a year. And he goes, how do you do that? I said, well, there's an interview process. I'd have to interview him. I said, well, like, who you thinking? Who you think might be interested in this? He goes, well, who wouldn't be? I said, well, I get that a lot, but a lot of time it's just talk. So you got anybody who actually that you think is a mover and shaker, somebody who's really serious? He goes, well, I am. I said, well, I need about 15 minutes. When's a good time I can get 15 minutes to do an interview to see if you even qualify to do what we're doing. That's my approach. So when I sit down with this guy and I go through the interview process, basically what it is, I'm going to find out, are you entrepreneurial in nature? Do you got dreams in your heart that you can't get? Are you motivated? Would you be devastated if you couldn't get them? Have you tried stuff in the past? Have you failed in the past? Are you a risk taker? And then the last question I always ask them, I say, well, this whole thing, remember, it's not an investment, it's a business. So this whole thing is geared upon finding four people who got four people that fit the kind of model what we're doing. So do you think you could find four people who got something they want, they can't get, willing to do something more than what you're doing right now to get? They're risk takers or entrepreneurial nature. You think you could find four people? And if they can't say yes to that question, I don't talk to them, okay? I just don't have time. And if he says yes, I say, well, here's what you got to do. You got to commit to do $75 a month, okay? And I'll take my time, money, resource. Now, if you can't afford $75, no problem. You can do 50, can't afford 50, do 25. If you can't afford to do 25, then we need to stop talking. And if he asked me what's the best deal I should run with, I would say the best product we got for the bang for the buck is a travel club, because when you join our travel club, we give you the opportunity to become your own travel agent. So then you get your own travel agent booking engine. So instead of going to Expedia.com, you'll go to Expedia, but it's a tap account. You'll book your reservation. What's cool about it, you'll get 11% commission, of which you get 2/3 of that back to you in cash, a third going down your binary. And anytime you get one of your buddies buying one of these, and any of your four buying this, they get four, get this, then you're making $25 cash. So now it doesn't cost you anything for the $25. That's how I pitch it. Okay. And then in the process of doing that, again, we look for the buyer, look for the builder, sign up the buyers along the way, meet the needs of the consumer. So as I'm going off and talking with somebody doesn't fit the profile, say, we're thinking about doing this, thinking about doing that. I'll say, well, let's talk about it. I'm going to sell them travel at retail and put the commission in my pocket because they're not entrepreneurial in nature. So I'm hoping you guys are getting all this. This is a pretty simple concept, okay? The travel platform is huge, because now, again, somebody says, well, I really don't want to spend $25 a month to become a travel agent. Well, then this is not for you, okay? Period. Because my goal is to become the largest seller of travel in the U.S., and I cannot become the largest seller of travel in the U.S. without thousands and thousands and thousands of travel agents. So if you're not willing to go off there and help us penetrate and dominate the marketplace by signing up other IBOs who want to purchase the travel club so they can become a travel agent, then again, you're not really you're not our target, okay? You're just not our target. And again, hopefully I haven't got you all confused. If there's any questions, go ahead. I got 8:28. Normally I don't like to ramble this long. It's been a bit longer than I wanted to. Does anybody have any questions on anything? If you do, unmute yourself or raise your hand.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Rayvon.
The $25 travel versus is that a grandfather, the $75 a year? Is that grandfather?
Okay, yeah, the $75 travel club, that was a retail travel club. This is a brand new travel club. This is a travel club that people will join right now for $25 a month, and one of the benefits they'll get for purchasing this $25 product is that they'll have an opportunity to set up as a travel agent.
Okay.
So that $75 platform that we rolled out in 2010 or whatever it was, that is gone. This is a brand new travel platform. When people purchase the $25 travel club, they will get access to ExtremeSavingsTravelClub.com, where they can purchase their travel through our booking engine, and we'll send them, we'll deposit in the travel e-wallet 2/3 of whatever our commission is. But if they want to become a travel agent, then they can book travel. And again, that the travel agent is a perk that we make available part of the travel club. So it's a separate program, completely different. We're paying out 25% commission on the 25 plus full BV. So it's a no-brainer. When you do the math on it, we literally are not making a dime on the travel club. We strategize this out. Our goal is, we want to make our money on the travel. So we pay out 67%, for example, 66.67% in cash and 33.33% in BV. Of that 30.33% BV, 65% goes out in the plan. So we leave about 11% net on the travel. So our whole platform is we're going to operate our host agency on 11% gross. And so we need to do a couple $1 million a month to really make this work. So we need a lot of guys traveling. So we give away the travel club. All the profit of the club goes back to the team. Our goal is to sell travel. Get everybody out there booking travel. We would love to have everybody who joins our travel club go ahead and do about $1,000 a week in travel, $2,000 a week in travel. If you make a 10% commission on that, that's an extra $100, $200 a week in your pocket. So does that answer your question, Rayvon?
It does. And I've been approached by a couple of different travel agencies, and it seemed kind of expensive, like $49.95, and then it's about $300 a month.
Yep.
No, $300 in like $49, $59 a month.
Yeah, exactly. Most of these companies out there, what they are is they're a money game, and they basically put it in a shell of travel. What we're doing is that we're going to teach you. I mean, we're going to get you hooked up with our consortium. We're going to get you hooked up in Travel Agent University. We're going to teach you how to become a travel agent. Now, if somebody just wants to buy the travel club to have access to the travel agent booking engine to do it, that's not a problem. They're paying $25 a month to join the club to have access to that. But the cool thing is, as soon as you got 4 people to buy that club, yours is free. And so that beats $65 a month. It's really going into a fund that says to offset your, your vacations. And if you go to GoGo Vacations, fact is, I just got some stuff today from GoGo. And again, these are the kind of stuff. These other deals out there say, hey, put in $65 a month, and we'll help you offset your vacation. Here's a Costa Rica 4 or 5-star hotel, 4 days or 5 days, 4 nights. Airfare, everything included, $1,235. Okay, that is the price. I don't know if you can actually see it. That is the price right from GoGo. That's 50% off normal. So if we were going to go off and we were going to play a game, we could say, hey, listen, this is normally a $3,000 deal, and you, as a member of us, you can get it for $1,235. By the way, GoGo is actually paying out 15% commission on that too. So our price even goes down beyond that. So for $25 a month, you're going to get the best deals possible out there. We're going to get you hooked up with the FAM trips and familiarity trips. All the vendors, the products, property managers and stuff. They're constantly doing perks out there. You're going to be able to take advantage of them. When you become a travel agent, you get the travel agent prices on cruises, and then sometimes the cruise lines have open berths, and they'll send out a little memo to the agents. Say, hey, listen, we got 25 open berths. If you guys want to take this 5-day 4-night cruise, it's $30 a pop or something crazy. But yeah, all that stuff's out there. And again, that's just part of the benefit of being a travel agent. $25 a month, get 4, you pay no more. Full BV, you get 4 through 5 levels, makes you $50,000 off the travel club. Throw the travel on top of that, and you basically don't need to worry about money.
So what we need to do is target market those who like to travel.
Well, there's a couple different options, Rayvon. If you want to build a network marketing business, you target people who want to make money, and then show them how they can make money by joining the club. If you want to build a travel business, then you target market people that want to travel. Most people really struggle building a network marketing business because they target products. And it is, I tell guys, I made a couple $1 million in the industry, and I never ever targeted selling product. I sold more vacuum cleaners than any Kirby vacuum cleaner you could ever think of, and never once did I sell a vacuum cleaner. Every time somebody bought one of these $1,200 vacuums from me, they bought it because they wanted the new car. Okay?
Okay.
So I can teach people how to build teams. And if you want to build a team, what you got to look at is nobody wants to sell. See, here's what happens. If you target people who want to travel and you become a travel agent, nobody wants to sell. So therefore, yeah, you get a lot of people traveling, buying from you, but you don't build a team because nobody wants to do what you're doing. So what I do when I call up somebody and say, dude, what do you do? I work with a company specialized in set up secondary income streams for people, cash flow businesses. I'll perform anything you got in your portfolio. And we don't just target the big money guys. Obviously, we love to get them, but we actually got a low threshold entry program. Even if guys get, even like $25 a month participation, we can net you out, $2,000 a month, within a year. You don't happen to know anybody looking to make any cash right now, do you? That's my pitch.
All right. Okay.
And they say, well, then we go through it. They qualify. Once they qualify, they sit down and say, well, you got to commit to do $75 a month, and then I help you build this thing. Now, if you can't afford 75, no problem. Do 50. Can't afford 50, do 25. If you can only pick one product, here's what I would pick, and here's why I'd pick that, because everybody travels. Become your own travel agent. It's cool. So therefore, if you talk to somebody and they do want to travel, book it for them. So you will target building a team of people, and on the way to building the team of people, you will find the peripheral stuff and the people who want to travel. And then you can be in a position where you're free. Because if all you do is target people who want to travel, then all you're doing is building a travel business. You are basically becoming a salesperson. You're an affiliate marketer. You're an internet marketer, and you never really build an organization. People ask me, so, well, Jeff, how did you create a million? How'd you make $1 million in network marketing? I drove 6 legs, 30 levels deep. Okay. So when somebody gets in, Ray-Ban, the first thing I do is, okay, my goal is I'm going to help you. How am I going to help you? Well, here's the first thing that we need to do. Take your phone, send out a text, and say, hey guys, give me a call. I got something I want to run by you. And then when they call you, just say, hey, listen, I just got set up with a new company. They actually target helping individuals set up secondary cash flow businesses, outperform anything you got in your portfolio. And they don't just work with the big money guys. They got a low threshold entry program. Even like a $25 a month deal can still generate like $2,000 in cash flow within a year. You don't happen to know anybody looking to make some cash right now, do you? So you do that offer. And if anybody says, well, what's this all about? I say, well, the first thing that we got to do, there's an interview process that they'll do with you. And then if you qualify, then they'll walk you through everything, like who are you thinking about. And the minute somebody says, well, I might be interested, you get me on the phone with them so I can do the interview, so I can close them, so I can help them get started. And then I treat them like they're personal, and I drive that taproot down 20 levels deep. By the time you got a taproot 20 levels deep, you'll have 3 or 4 or 5 guys in that taproot who are out duplicating you. You'll never have to work in that leg again. You do that in 4 different legs, Ray-Ban, you'll make more money in a week than you've ever made in a year.
All right, sound good. That sounds like building that relationship is the key.
Yeah, exactly. And here's what happens. People got to impress me. I don't have to impress them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And when see what happens. See, you and I partner up, Ray-Ban. So okay, here's what we're going to do. And you're on the road, okay? And so when you call somebody and say, dude, I just hooked up with a company, man. They specialize secondary cash flow businesses, helping individuals, generate cash, outperform anything you got in your portfolio, guaranteed. But they don't just work with big money guys. They got a low threshold entry product. Even like $25 a month can still net you like $2,000 a month cash flow within a year. It's crazy. Then you don't ask them if they're looking. You always ask them. You don't happen to know anybody who's looking to make some extra cash right now, do you? So you do a third party, question. And if they come back and they say, well, what's this all about? You just set up the time for me to do the interview with them and let me interview them. And as soon as they say, yeah, I'm pretty excited. How's this work? Then the first thing I do, Ray-Ban, I send them to the BetterLifeCoop.net website. Say, once you get through this whole thing so you can understand how this works, after we teach you how to drive, then I'll give you the keys to the car. I don't even talk about the products when I do the first interview. I just talk about, basically building a business, building a cash flow business that can get their dreams.
Outstanding.
But so what you want to do, Ray-Ban, is just, I'll post this, in the back office of the BLC, the Better Life Co-op. Just access it, watch it. Pick up your cell phone, send out the text, do the little intro, the little invite. Anybody that says, yep, I want to know more, you just call me and you let me do the the interview.